Jai Hind all of you. I am Danya, your maths teacher. Welcome back to the class 5 mathematics chapter 10 tens and hundreds. Once again, tens and hundreds.
Okay students, today's topic is decimal numbers. Before I going to start this section, I need to explain some important instructions for you. So here I can draw a line segment here. Just a line segment. So here what is the measurement of this line segment? So place the scale and what is the measurement? Yes, 6.2 centimeter. 6.2 centimeter. So drawing of line segment you have to study in the previous classes. So here why I am mentioning here, because we have to write a special type of number here, that is 6.2 centimeter. That means complete 6 centimeter, some remaining a small portion is included, that we have to mention 0.2. So totally we can mention here 6.2 centimeter. This special type of number is known as decimal number. In a decimal number has two parts. This is whole number part and this is decimal part. These two parts separated by a dot, that is known as decimal point. Understand? This is whole number part and the right side, that is decimal part. In between these two numbers there is a separation is there, that is a small dot. That dot is known as decimal point. It's a special type of number. It is whole number part and decimal part. So this number commonly named as decimal numbers. Understand? Decimal numbers having two parts, whole number part and decimal part. These two parts is separated by a small dot is known as decimal point. Understand? Another one more example, 34.7. So this is decimal part and this is whole number part or integral part. And this is decimal point. So next here, how can we read this number? That is, we have to read 34.7. So 7 is the decimal part number. This is whole number. So whole number, how can we represent the places? That you have to study in previous classes. So here ones and tens. But the decimal parts, how can we represent? So this place we have to mention. Once again I repeat this number. This is ones place and this is tens place. But this place we have to mention tens. So our chapter name is tens and hundreds. So that means in the right side of the decimal point, the first place we have to mention tens. First place we have to mention tens. And one more example I can show you here. So this is another one more example. This place is decimal part and this is whole number part. Separation is using decimal point. How can we read this number? That is 28.37. The decimal part number, we have to write the number name separately on each digit. Understand? So here we have to represent 37, not 37. So separately we can read the name. Understand? So here, how can we read this number? 28.37. So in a whole number part, that you have to know, the places is ones and this is tens. But here, what is the first place? That is tens. And what is the second place? That is hundreds. Hundreds. Second place known as hundreds. Understand all of you? So here on the right side of the decimal point, the first place is tens. Sorry, tens. TENTHS. Tens. And second place is hundreds. Understand how can we read this number? 28.37. All of you understand this section?
Decimal number has two parts, one on the left side and other on the right side of the point. Let us see what these parts are. Consider the decimal 24.31. The dot in between 24 and 31 is called the decimal point. The number to the left of the decimal point is called as the whole part or integral part. Thus, the number 24 is the whole part or integral part. The number to the right of the decimal point is called the decimal part. So, 31 is the decimal part. The decimal point separates the integral part and the decimal part. The number of digits after the decimal point are called the number of decimal places. There are two decimal places in 24.31. 49.35. 49 is the integral part. The dot in between 49 and 35 is the decimal point. 35 is the decimal part. It is read as 49.35. Look, there are two decimal places in 49.35. In the decimal number 0.859, 0 is the integral part. The dot in between 0 and 859 is the decimal point. And 859 is the decimal part. It is read as 0.859. And there are three decimal places in 0.859.
Here I can show you one picture. So here I can shade two pieces in this picture. How many pieces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In a big rectangle, I can cut it into 10 equal parts and 2 parts I can shade it. So what is the fraction of this pieces are? Shaded portion is 2 by 10. 2 pieces out of 10. Understand? So what is the fraction of this figure? That is 2 by 10. And the next picture I can shade it 9 pieces out of 100 pieces are there. This figure having 100 pieces. Understand? 100 pieces. So I can shade here only 9 pieces out of 100. So this is the fraction of this number. So why I am teaching this in here? Because the denominators comes in 10, 100, 1000, etc. These numbers comes in the denominator. That fractions is known as decimal fractions. Decimal fractions. That means the denominator comes in 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, etc. So, going so. These fractions are called decimal fractions. Here, 2 by 10. 2 parts out of 10. Here we have to represent the decimal portion like this. 0.2. This is the decimal representation of 2 by 10. Here how I am representing here, that is 0.09. This is the decimal representation of 9 parts out of 100. So this is whole number part and this is decimal part. Understand? So 2 parts of out of 10, that we have to represent 0.2, and 9 parts out of 100 we have to represent 0.09. The further why I am writing like this, because here 10 having only 1 0, so we have to put the decimal point one place after we have to put the decimal point. From the right to left, one place after we have to put the decimal point. But here, what is the numerator? That we have to write it on the answer. And then how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So counting 2 numbers from right to left. Here there is only one number, so we have to put the 1 0 on the left side and then count 1, 2. After that we have to put the decimal point. Understand? Same way, one more example I can tell you. 5 by 1000. How can we write this number in decimal form? So how many zeros are there? 3 zeros. First we have to write the numerator on the answer side, and then how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3. So here only one number. So left side we have to put the remaining 2 places, that is we have to mention 0. Then we have to put the decimal point. So there is no whole number part, so only representation we have to write 0. Understand? This is the way we have to represent the decimal fractions in decimal form. Understand all of you? Another way to read this number. Here I can tell you before 0.2, but another option is 2 tenths. That is the reading way for 2 by 10, 2 tenths. So here 9 hundredths, that means 9 by 100, 9 hundredths. Understand? Decimal numbers we have to use in different places. So in rupees and paise representation, meter and centimeter representation, kilometer and meter representation, centimeter and millimeter, there we have to use the decimal representations. So here I can show you one example. 3 meter 45 centimeter. How can we represent the decimal form? That is 3.45 meter. 3.45 meter. That's meaning is 3 meter 45 centimeter. Understand? One more example I can show you here. Rupees 38.25. Rupees 38.25. So how can we read this number? That is 38 rupees and 25 paise. There is no representation of points, so I can read the number 25. So 28 rupees and 25 paise. But we have to read like this: 38.25 rupees, 38.25. How can we expand this? 38 rupees and 25 paise. So another one more option. So how can we read this number? 58.372 kilometer. So how can we read this number? $58 kilometer $372 meter. So here no need to separate the digits, but when we using the point, that time we have to separately read the decimal parts number. Understand? 58.372. But we have to expandedly reading 58 kilometer 372 meter. There is no need to separate the digits because two places we have to separately mentioned. Understand?
We have already studied about fractions. Now, let us look at some interesting fractions. Here, 4 parts out of 10 are colored. That means the shaded region represents 4/10, written as 4 upon 10. If 5 squares are shaded, it represents 5/10. That is, 5 parts out of 10 are colored and is written as 5 upon 10. Similarly, 15 parts out of 100 is written as 15 hundredths. 32 parts out of 1000 is written as 32 thousandths. The fractions 4/10, 5/10, 15 hundredths and 32 thousandths have either 10, 100 or 1000 as their denominators. Such fractions are called decimal fractions. Thus, a decimal fraction is a fraction whose denominator is either 10 or 100 or 1000 or a power of 10. Kids, these decimal fractions can be represented in another form. Here, 4 upon 10 is represented as 0, then a point, and then 4, and is read as 0.4. Similarly, 5/10 is represented as 0, then a point, and then 5, read as 0.5. 15 hundredths is written and read as 0.15. 32 thousandths represented as 0, then a point, then a 0, then 3, and lastly 2. It is read as 0.032. These numbers 0.4, 0.5, 0.15 and 0.032 are called decimal numbers or decimals. A decimal
In your textbook, page number 136, there we have to find out some measurements. So 3 candles are given here, and you can measure the length of the candles using your scale or another instrument tape or anything. So here first you have to mention the length in centimeter and millimeter. So you have to use the scale. So here separately you can write the centimeter and millimeter. That means here we have to write in only the centimeter. So there we have to use the decimal representation of the number. Understand? So the first candle, this is the first candle. So I place the scale here, and what is the length? That is 6. So I write here 6 centimeter. So write in centimeter meaning that is there is any millimeter. So we have to write, represent 6.0 centimeter. Otherwise here any millimeter is coming, that you have to represent here. Understand? So this is the way you have to find out of other questions. Flame, candles 2 and flame 2. This is the flame. So what is the length, that you have to mention in here. And next, guess and color it. So many pictures are given in here. So but first color the rods as shown without measuring the, then check. So first you have to color the things without measuring. So how much distance is 1 centimeter, how much distance is 2 centimeter, that you have to mind it, and you have to color it. That is the guesswork. And then you have to measure, is it right or wrong. So that is your activity. You have to do this activity. You draw these figures in another paper or in your textbook using a pencil. That is better for you have to find out the answers. Understand? There is no need to strain for this activity, because 1 centimeter, that is you have to measure. How? 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter is 0 to 1. This is the distance of 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. This is the distance of 1 centimeter. So mind this measurement, and then which are comes in 1 centimeter and which are comes in 2 centimeter, which are comes in 3 centimeter, that you have to first without measuring you have to mention that one. Then after you have to color it. Understand? And then open the next page, page number 138. There you have to, another one more option is there. That is different types of knot. There is 100 rupee knot. You have to measure the length and width. First you have to mention the length and next width. And then that you have to, this is your guessing answers and this is your measuring answer. So first you have to mind what is the length, that you have to guess it and write here. But next you have to use the scale and then find out the answer here. This is the 2 homework questions for you, that you have to do it in your textbook. Understand? Thank you and have a nice day.